they would haul them to the feedlot, and then they'd double back. Well, while I had the crew there, we'd go gather another pasture. After we loaded the first bunch, we'd gather another pasture, count them, check their brands, and then put them in a little triangle-shaped pasture that right by the turnpike pins. And then in the evening, Chip and I would go up there. The trucks would have unloaded and then double back and load again that evening, and we'd go up there and load those back. So we had long days. And Orange and I, we were talking about the little deal we ran into one night. The truck didn't get backed up quite straight. Those chutes were kind of hard for some of the truckers to back up to because they flared out. And he didn't get backed up close to the chute, and they crawled out. When they were crowding him up to the truck, they went out. Well, Chip and I were horseback back in the pen, and we didn't know it. And we saw some of the truckers up on the end of the overpass, but I thought we got them all stopped and got them run. Somebody opened the gate and run back in. It was real cloudy that night, and it was starting to get dark. And the highway patrol drove in. And he said, "You got a steer running down the turnpike about 2 miles east of the pens." Chip and I jumped our horses in the trailer, and Darrell was the last truck, and he jumped in with us. We headed down the turnpike, a couple miles where they said they'd seen him, and we stopped and jumped the horses out of the trailer, and there's a big high hill, and Chip said, I'll go up this way, Mom, you go up that way. And I looked at Darrell Orner, and I said, "What's he think I'm riding, a mountain goat?" I mean, it was where they'd cut through the hill. I mean, Chip and I had fun out there. I mean, you'd have to know Chip to appreciate this. But anyway, by the time I got down around and could get up on the hill, I could see Chip and the steer headed west just as hard as they could go. Well, the steer went down and went across both lanes of traffic, the east west, and got on the other side. And that was before they put the concrete barrier down the medium strip. When I saw him going, I got down in the medium and pulled my hat down and rode as hard as I could, trying to catch up with him to help him. And the steer stayed on the pavement. He wouldn't get off the pavement where Chip could rope him. And there was a guy from Texas came along with a pickup and trailer, and he saw what was going on, and he crowded that steer off of the pavement so Chip could rope him. By the time I got down there, and he pulled off and stopped to help. And Darrell had seen what was going on, and he made a U-turn and brought the pickup and trailer back, and we got the steer loaded on the trailer. And I looked at Chip, and I said, "That's about as Western as I care to get." It was dark. I mean, dark. There was no stars or anything because it was cloudy. And I said, and this was like between 10, I don't remember exactly, but between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. So, and the traffic does not slow down on that turnpike when you're out there horseback, let me tell you.
Westward we go, toward the last buffalo, to the high plains of sturdy short grass.